All right, folks. You know how the general exercises go. You got the weightlifting, that goes to the muscles. Then you got all the cardio stuff. That's good for the heart, get the heart rate going. But I got a guy who knows about the yoga. I have no idea what yoga is supposed to do. So I got one of my good friends, Corey Von Egedy, here. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
You doing good? You look
good. Good to see you. You look good.
Well, I tried to. Okay. He's a fighter. He's fighting a couple of fights in Greensboro, Charlotte. You're up in Lenore last time. But little do people know, behind those muscles and the smile and the fierce fighting attitude is a guy who does the yoga. Guys are into yoga. They can do yoga.
Guys are into yoga. There's nothing wrong with guys doing yoga. First thing they got to do is get past the stigma of the whole guy doing yoga thing. And once they get in there, they like it. They enjoy it.
Is there different exercises for the guys who do yoga and the women who do yoga?
And there's some exercises that might be a little easier for women to do than men, and vice versa. But no, we all do the same types of exercises. We don't limit one exercise to one gender and another exercise to another.
And I guess the first thing, whenever you do any type of exercise, is to actually warm up, which I haven't done, so I'm not going to worry about the warm up. So if I pull a muscle, we're just going to blame it on the studio for not letting us have enough time to warm up.
Lawsuit.
Lawsuit is what we want. So let's just sort of hit it in a general. If I'm coming into class for the first time, give me a pose that you would have maybe on the first day.
On the first day. Okay. First off, in any yoga class that we have at Arikion, you can come in, whether you're a beginner or an expert, and take any of the classes and be okay. But we'll go through a few poses to start out. I can go through all the warrior poses or just a couple of them. We'll try and simplify it for you.
And folks, take notice of this, how great I am. He's in sweats and a tee. I'm in my suit that I had to take for a couple other shows beforehand. But I'm doing this all in a suit, ladies and gentlemen. So you'll
be fine. You'll be fine. Duly noted, though. They got it. All right, so we're going to start out with Warrior One. All right, you're going to do this with me? We're going to do it step by step?
Yeah, I want to see it first.
Okay.
Then we'll do it step by step.
All right.
You can tell me how wrong I'm
So I'm going to go ahead and go into my lunge. My back leg is going to be straight. Keep it strong the whole time. This back foot's going to be placed at about a 45-degree angle. Yeah. So go ahead and go back into your lunge. See what you got here.
Hopefully I'm lit back here. So
all right, there you go. All right, now you're going to sink down into your lunge to where your thighs parallel to the floor, preferably. Yeah. All right, keep the back foot on the ground if you can. Keep your heel down. All right, keep your knee in line with your ankle.
I'm shaking
already.
There you
go, almost. You got it. All right, sink down, thigh parallel to the floor, chest forward, pressing your hips forward. Hands up, shoulders backing down away from your ears, giving yourself a slight back bend. Right there. That's where it's at right there, Chaz.
I can feel the burn.
See that?
I can feel the burn.
You feel it?
I feel the sweat.
Lift your chest up towards the ceiling.
I'm lifting it to that light, which I probably will go into if I keep doing this.
You're good.
Now, what is this supposed to...
right here? Go ahead and get back in the place. Come on now.
Jesus
Christ. You got to hold it. All right, we're going to adjust you a little bit.
Okay.
Go ahead and come back just a little bit. Arms straight. Get your arms straight. Shoulders backing down. Right here, you should be feeling it in this hip area.
I'm
right here.
In this thigh right there.
Yeah, opening up your groin, opening up your hip, getting a deep stretch right here.
Holy crap.
You feeling it? You
all right? Yeah, I felt
Careful.
it all right. I'm a little older than you.
You starting to sweat a little?
It's just because I don't want to show off too much.
Okay, I understand. That's fine.
So now that was for the thigh.
Yes.
And for the
that was working. That was working a lot of muscles right there. Yeah. We're
like
working
I said,
a lot
especially for 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
What else you got for me? And before I go even further, because you are an MMA guy, how does this translate into the workout you do?
Translates in a lot of ways. Biggest one being flexibility, obviously. But what I get out of yoga the most is not only physical benefits, but it's more so the mental aspect of it. I started doing it, and 2-3 weeks into it, I could just tell I had more energy. I was a happier person. Just a completely different change in my mood.
I wasn't very happy doing
You weren't happy right there? Like I said, it takes a couple weeks. It takes a couple weeks. It doesn't happen right away. But if you stick with it and be consistent with it, you notice real changes.
And by the way, because you're up there at Arikion, there's a lot of fighters up there at Arikion.
Yes, sir.
Pitt Crowder, who just had his pro fight back in January.
Yes, sir.
Another great guy. He had Curtis Cloward up there in January. Congratulations to him. Who am I missing? Cloping, Ryan Cloping is also out there. So this, and I know I'm going to leave somebody out, so I apologize to the guys if I'm missing somebody real quick after losing my breath on doing that. But there's the Arikion and those guys. It's a wrestling school also. So, and your brother, congratulations to him. This is state champion.
Thank you very much.
Up there.
Yes, sir.
There's your public acknowledgement there, Redhead.
Most outstanding wrestler at the tournament.
There you go.
Too. Yes,
congratulations
sir.
too. freaky redhead kid.
Yeah, it's freaky.
What else you got for me?
Okay. I want to show you my favorite pose.
Okay.
Now, you can try this one. I don't want you to split your pants, but, you know, whatever.
They're pull away. So.
I got you. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to down right here. This is called side crow. All right. So this takes a lot of flexibility in the lower back and just your spine in general. Okay. So you can place your hands on the ground. I'm going to bring this left knee to the side, and I'm going to hook the left knee behind, my right knee behind my left elbow. So once I have it hooked, I'm going to slowly start leaning on my hands. Now the pose is designed to have your legs out like this right here, but I like to kind of change it up, make it my own, and lift it up a little higher, give it a little character. See that right there?
Now you're just showing.
I want you to try.
Jesus, this is going to make our director back there.
I'm going to help you out. It's all right. Go ahead and get down. Get in your squat, hands to the side. There you go. Now you're going to bring this knee, you're going to place it right there.
This knee over here.
Right there. Yeah, that's it. That's it. All right. Now if you can hook it on top of the elbow right there, and then go ahead and balance it on the elbow.
The elbow on the knee?
Yeah, yeah. Knee on the elbow more so. There you go. Now go ahead and lean and put all your weight on your hands right there, and slowly start to lift your legs up. You got it.
Yes, I can hear my director oh man, this is.
I'm scared to try and help you.
I'm scared to try to do it, to tell you the truth. You know what?
We'll stick with the Warrior One. We'll stick with Warrior One for now. We'll work our way to the side
Yeah,
crow.
we'll work that one
yes,
out.
Sir.
I saw it done a couple of times, so every time you win, you guys break out of the pose. So I'm glad to see it all the time.
Of course.
Man, it really does take a while. Yoga, you shouldn't just jump right into it. It seems like, at least for me, it takes a little time. Like we said, do the stretching. You always want to get in there and stretch, make sure everything's limbered up. But what does it actually, it's more for flexibility, correct?
Of course, of course. And like I said, there's a mental aspect of it too. What I like about yoga, all right, when you go into a gym and you're lifting heavy weights, you're working on your major muscle groups, all right? So if I go into the gym, I'm doing squats, I'm working on my legs, the major muscle groups like the quads, the hamstrings and everything. What yoga does, when you go in there, you're working major muscle groups with the exercise, but you're also focusing on the smaller muscle groups that get neglected when you go into a gym and lift real heavy. So what you're doing, you go in there, you work on these small muscle groups, and you get better movement out of your body, and you just have stronger muscle groups in general, and it helps prevent injury. I could go on for days talking about the benefits, all right, but unfortunately we don't have that time. Yes, sir.
You're certified.
Yes, sir. Thanks to Quinn Reynolds.
There you go. How long should somebody do this type of exercise? 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour? Or?
Yeah. However long you want to do it, you're going to get whatever benefit. What you put in is what you're going to get out. You can do yoga. If you do yoga for 10 minutes a day, great. If you do it for an hour a day, great. You do it for 2 hours a day, great. Do whatever you can.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
What else can you bust out on me so I can embarrass myself?
All right.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
One of my other favorite poses. This is the one I do after all my fights. This is the Warrior 2.
Oh, yeah.
So it's similar to the Warrior 1. So let's go ahead. Let's get back into our lunge right here.
Back into the
lunge.
lunge.
All right, back leg straight and strong. 45-degree angle, back foot. Sinking down into the lunge. Thigh parallel to the floor. Go ahead and lean back a little bit. So yeah, you're all four.
I'm tight. Well, gotta lean.
Sorry. All right. Thigh parallel, knee in line with the ankle right here. All right.
Oh,
You got this?
Yeah.
That's right here. All right, now we're going to lean forward.
Look at that. Look at the symmetry.
You like that?
That's
where it's at.
Doing right.
Right there.
Now, how is it just going back and forth, or you just stay there for good?
We'll start from right here, then we'll lean forward, then we'll come back, then we'll go to another pose.
Okay. So
we'll flow from one
so you're
pose
just
to the next.
Oh man, I can. How's that?
That's not bad. That's not bad. Not bad. Not bad for work clothes. Not bad for work clothes, my friend.
This is what I go out and jog with every morning too. I just go outside in the suit and tie.
Hey, why change it up? You don't even have to switch clothes before you go to work. You just run to work.
Yeah, the whole 15 minutes away. Let's talk about the fight you had last time. It was a championship fight, title fight. Fortunately, it didn't go the way you wanted it to. But I'm going to back you up because I remember sitting up on stage watching it, and we'll put this in so people can actually see what happened. It should have been stopped in the second round. You had, and this is all due respect to Jason. Jason Salvo is a great competitor, great guy, and he really worked it. I thought the fight should have stopped. You had him brought at the end of that second round, anybody can. That's just my opinion. And then, unfortunately, you went into the third round after you didn't stop it. Great judges. Then, of course, you got rocked and you lost it. Have you had time to go back and look at it yourself and say?
Actually, for the first time, I was able to watch the full video of the fight. I know they had like a 6-minute version out of just the highlights of it, but 1 week ago they put out the full version. I was able to see it just yesterday. Yeah. And it's funny, I watched it, and after I was done watching it, my fingernails were gnawed down to the bone. I was sweating. I had to go take a shower. I couldn't believe it. And I hit Jason up on Facebook to let him know again how tough of a guy he was. He's a classy guy. And, you know, unfortunately, the fight wasn't stopped at the end of the second round. You know, I wish it would have been, looking back. But, you know, in Jason's defense, he was tough. He was able to stick it out, and he came back and he beat me in the third round, so my hat goes off to him.
Yeah, and luckily enough, you'll have a better chance coming up in April.
Yes, sir.
April 19th. You excited for that one?
I'm excited. I'm ready to get back in there and, you know, get my face back. You know, it feels so much better to leave that cage as a winner, having my hand raised, than leave with my head down. Yeah. So I'm going to make sure that happens this time.
Yeah, and I'm not here to stroke your ego, but you're one of my favorite guys to watch out there. Very exciting fight. You got one more pose to give me real quick?
One more pose. Well, since I've done Warrior 1 and Warrior 2, we might as well do Warrior 3.
Is there an escalating echelon in difficulty going 1, 2, and then 3?
Not necessarily. Okay. Not necessarily, but you're going to be doing it. So don't worry. Go ahead. Let's get back. Let's get back into our lunge like we've been doing. Back leg straight and strong. Foot at a 45-degree angle. Down into the lunge. Thigh parallel to the floor. Knee in line with the ankle. All right. So we went Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Yes. Leaning forward. Back to center. Warrior 3. I want you to wrap your right arm around your back. Coming over to the hip area. All right. Extend your left arm up towards the ceiling.
Yes.
All right. Try and lean back a little bit. Lift your chest up towards the ceiling.
The ear duct and lights up there. I see them.
There we go. That's your Warrior 3 right there, Chaz. Man, oh man. That's it.
I'm ready. I'm actually ready to go out there and fight now.
You look ready.
Yeah.
You look ready.
You believe that. Corey, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Make sure,
yes, sir.
And make sure you check out Arikion on Facebook.
Yes,
and you guys have a YouTube page, so if you actually want to see, I think some of the poses are up there.
Oh yeah, we got some
you
YouTube
and your
videos.
Pale gloriness. If anybody wants to check that out.
Pale.
Slightly tan.
I'm gonna go to the tanning bed now.
Slightly
go get my spray tan on.
You're all right. Thank you very much, folks.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. We good?